Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of
hit the afterburners, kid. The 20, past the 10, and he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Paul. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Going to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Paul. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. This is a designed run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal.
Easy. 6-9-1. Gator Spark.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. And the defense drags him down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go right back to him. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the 1st down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
The run from the shotgun. No, he just flat ran over it.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should...
Can anyone catch it? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On second down, he'll fire. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Okay, ready?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Let's go!
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. He's going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking again to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. On the move is the 30. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Texas. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Unloads quickly. Shakes off a tackler. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He makes a catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. A shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44.
Here we go.
Motion from the offense.
Go, go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Trying to find his man on first down. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. And this one will find its way out of bounds, and we have found our way to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
And he was on his way away. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Pound 55 weak. Ready.
Quarterback keeper. Keeps it himself and get... Oh, it's out! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Spire. Convoy.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 25 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Well, they decided to get aggressive. That was just 3rd and very manageable. Instead, they saw something, thought they could take a shot, but that's the risk-reward. You don't come up with it. Now you got 4th down.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Cricket.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the ground game. Still on his feet at the 45. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now on first down from the 40.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got it past the marker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Using his feet.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Coming after it. Got it! And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready?
Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Texans! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front 7.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that one stings. Man, this offense had an opportunity to go down the field, score, make this game awesome and super competitive. And they give up a safety and give the football back. I tell you what, they were already in a hurry, and a lot of things had to happen for them to come down the field and win this football game. Now, it's looking like an uphill battle.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line.
Clear. Clear.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He leaves it with his back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. fast motion from the offense. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Texas.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll set up to throw. Now adjusting. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They're facing a third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the